The former president of the Federal Republic of Germany, Horst Kohler, has urged the government to work together with the private sector in bid to create a thriving business climate. Speaking during a public lecture at the Strathmore Business School on Thursday, Kohler pointed out that it's the responsibility of the leaders in the political and business fields to create a climate in which businesses can thrive.
Kenya is compared to neighbor countries, well-developed private sector business. And I'm personally convinced that at the end, in order to create jobs, growth, decent living standards for the world, there needs always to be a good cooperation between the private sector and governments. But without private sector, you will not be able to create the jobs and the ideas which are needed to produce growth and better living standards.
He also urged the private sector to exercise responsibility while doing their businesses in bid to create an environment that is free of corruption and has fair competition.
The private sector needs freedom. The private sector on this basis needs also to exercise responsibility. A private business person needs also to care not only about his workers, but also about its surrounding, for instance, municipality. Because our experience is, if the people are poor, if there is violence, that's also not good for a sustainable, profitable business. And we call it in Germany social market economy. But the basics is that the private sector, private initiative, private risk-taking brings the dynamics to create jobs and decent working conditions and living conditions.
The German leader is in the country leading a delegation of entrepreneurs keen to invest in Kenya.